This lesson is on similar shapes and being able to work out missing lengths on similar shapes. This slide also shows you the equipment that you'll need, including the use of a calculator, as you'll need to use this later on in the lesson to complete some of the questions. For the first part, we need to understand the difference between congruent and similar shapes. So congruent shapes are shapes that are exactly the same, so they'll have the same size in length, and all the angles, interior angles, will be the same. And you're also allowed to flip the shapes back to front. So for similar shapes, what we'll have is that the angles will be still be the same, but the lengths, the corresponding lengths, will be different. And again, you're still allowed to flip the shapes back to front. In this example, we've got two quadrilaterals, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and we're told that they're both similar. And we're asked to do work out two different lengths in either of the two shapes. So the first step that we need to do is to work out the scale factor. Now, for the scale factor, what you're looking for are the two corresponding lengths in both shapes. So what that means is, if I look at this length here, AD, the corresponding length here will be EH. But I need both values to be able to work out the scale factor. So here, in this question, we've got DC and we've got HG. So those two are the two corresponding lengths. So in the first step of the working out, I'm going to work out the scale factor, and sometimes that's called given the letter K. And to work out the scale factor, all I'm going to do is divide the two lengths. So that's 12 divided by 8 equals 1.5. So my scale factor is 1.5. So what that means is that to go from this shape, each of the lengths have been multiplied by 1.5. So now, once I've got the scale factor, work out the length of EH. Well, EH is here. So, and the 4 is the corresponding value for this. So now, to work out EH is equal to the length 4 times 1.5. And 4 times 1.5 gives us 6. So that's 6 centimeters. So that length there is 6 centimeters. For part B, again, it says work out the length BC. So now BC is on this side. So it's on the smaller shape. So now if I'm going back from this original shape, this time I'm going to have to divide by 1.5 because we're going to the smaller length. So again, the corresponding length there is this 9 centimeters, FG. So I'm going to write BC is equal to 9 divided by 1.5. And again, you can use the calculator. 9 divided by 1.5 is equal to 6 centimeters. So I want you to now pause the video and work out the length P in this question, and once you've got your answer, you can play the video and then we'll go through the answer. So in this question, first part, you need to work out the scale factor. So you would have done 10 divided by 4. So those two are the corresponding lengths. And so the scale factor is 2.5. So therefore, to work out the length P, is 3 times 2.5, which is 7.5 millimeters. In this example, we've been given this shape, and we're told certain lengths along the shape, and then we are asked to work out the length EB and BC on the shape. So for the first part of this question, what you need to understand is that this shape is made up of two overlapping triangles. So if I look at the smaller triangle first, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw them out separately, so it'll be a lot easier for us to see the two shapes. So that's a smaller triangle ABE. So that's ABE. And on here, we've got A to B is equal to 4 centimeters, and A to E is 5 centimeters. And again, for the second, the larger triangle, and again, just draw it separately so it's you can see the two shapes apart. And again, that's A, C, D. And here, well, first part, DC is equal to 8. So DC is equal to 8 centimeters. But here, A to D is equal to 5 plus 3 because it's both lengths added together. So therefore, that will be 8 centimeters. Now, the key part to understand about these types of questions is that first part, that angle is common in both. So that will be the same for both. Next, because these are parallel lines, these two angles will be corresponding, the F angles. Both corresponding angles as would these. So therefore, those two angles are the same, and these two angles are also the same. So those two triangles are similar, and the rule that's saying that the angles have to be the same for them to be similar. So those two angles along the base are the same, and those two angles are the same there as well. So similar to the last example, now we're going to use these triangles to work out the length of EB for part A. So first step, work out the scale factor. Again, letter K is scale factor is equal to, again, I'm looking for the two corresponding lengths. So it's 8 and 5. So that will be 8 divided by 5, which is equal to 1.6. So that's my scale factor. Now, so next part, I'm working out length EB. EB is here, the shorter length there. So EB is equal to the 8 now times this, divided by the scale factor, because we're going from the larger shape to the smaller shape. So this time we're dividing by the scale factor. So that'll be EB is equal to 8 divided by 1.6. So 8 divided by 1.6, and that gives me 5 centimeters. So here EB is equal to 5 centimeters. For the next part, length BC, well, BC is from there to there. So it's part of AC. So for the first step in this question, I'm going to work out the full length of AC. So AC is equal to 4 times the scale factor. So that's 4 times 1.6. So, and again, I can use the calculator. 4 times 1.6 gives me 6.4. 6.4 centimeters. So that's the full length of AC. Okay, right here on this diagram here, 6.4. And then to work out the length BC, BC is going to be 6.4 minus this 4 centimeters here, minus AB. So that will be 6.4 minus 4. That gives me 2.4 centimeters. So this here is 2.4 centimeters. So what I would like you to do now is pause the video and try this question. And once you're done, play the video, and then I'll go through the answers. So for this question, the first step would be to draw out the two shapes separately and make sure that you've got them labeled accurately with the correct values, and then work out your scale factor. Once you've got your scale factor, you can then work out the length EB. EB is 4.6 reoccurring when you use your calculator, so that's been rounded up to 4.7. And then again for part B, BC, first step, work out AC, which gives you 10.5, and then you just subtract the 7 from that. So therefore, length BC is 3.5 centimeters. For the main task, I would like you to complete 3 questions from the red, working out the missing length in each question given by the letter. So that's letter A, length B, C, D, E, or F. And 3 questions from the green section, again working out the missing length given by the letter in the question. So that's 3 questions from the red, 3 questions from the green, 6 questions in total. Make sure you show all you're working out, including working out your scale factors. Once you've done that, can you make sure you take a photo of your work and then upload that onto ClassCharts for you to have completed the work for this lesson.